Hi everyone, welcome to Maths for this week, Year 4. This week you're going to be learning all about 3D objects. It's a lot of fun. There are some hands-on activities and some interactive activities for you to do today, as well as throughout the week. I look forward to seeing your amazing work, and let's get started for Monday with our warm-up. So our warm-up fact number is 14. So anything you know about 14, write it down, challenge yourself, give yourself 30 seconds for this one, and see what you come up with. Okay, our learning intention for today. So Monday's lesson, Year 4, I can identify prisms, cylinders, cones, and sphere in my environment and product packaging. And by prisms, basically a prism is anything that is not, like, you know how we have the point of a pyramid and a cone? Any object that does not have that and just has the regular corners is a prism. So rectangular prism, triangular prism, hexagonal prism, they are all prisms. Okay, so our task for today, you're going to have a 3D object picture in red or whatever color it is. And then your first task will be to find objects around your home that are the same shape. So I've got an example here for you. I've done this on the cylinder. So my bin is the same shape as the cylinder, so I've put that in. You can put more than one. What objects in our environment are the same shape? So this is when Google comes in handy, or your amazing drawing skills. What items at the shops are packaged in this shape? So I want you to think of when you go shopping with mum, and if you're not sure and you don't do a lot of the shopping with your family, I would ask your family for this question and ask mum or dad or whoever is at home to help you understand and recognize shapes, 3D objects that resemble objects from the shopping center. And so this question is linked to the second last one. So why do you think they choose this shape for packing these objects? Do you think there is a better shape out there? So basically, your focus is to understand and find that object in the environment, and then understand why packaging would be used like that shape, like our cylinder here. And then if you think, yes, this one's great, a cylinder is perfect for it, you would write, no, I think there is no better shape. This shape works because, or, and remember, I'd like full sentences. I don't want, yes, it's fine. Or yes, there is a better shape out there. So let's look at my example. When you do your work, you do not need to use Google or upload pictures if you can't. You can always just draw your answers in. If you can't print this page, just draw your own table, just like mine. Put your questions up the top and just draw everything in. So the cylinder shape, I have said, is maybe not the best one. So I've said, yes, I think a rectangular prism would work better, because tuna fillets, if you remember, like fish, if I draw a fish, and we've got my amazing little fish here, let's give him a smile. Probably should be a sad face, but with fillets, when you fillet a fish, they are in long strips. So I think because the fillets are long and flat, it would be better to keep them in their natural shape rather than squashing it into little round cylinders. Okay, so I think it's better like that, goes with their muscles, but they cut it like this and then squash it into the cylinder. So that is my theory. You're going to, now let's keep moving on. Your task is to have a go at answering these questions just like I did. So you can make your own table in Google Doc. There are no optional activities for this task because it is a bit longer. so it might take you a bit longer to do. So you've got the 2 pages. You've got your cylinder, rectangular prism, and cubes on this side. And over here you have your sphere, cone, and pyramid. So same questions. What are the objects around your home that are the same shape? You can take photos of them and upload. You can draw them, whatever works for you. What objects in your environment are the same shape? What items at the shops are packed in this shape? And what do you think they choose? Why do you think they choose this shape for packing these objects? Do you think there's a better shape out there? So have fun with this task. It's very hands-on, very different. So enjoy yourselves. I can't wait to see your work. Remember, if you can, upload onto the doc. Upload a picture of your work, or complete your work on the doc. You can use the table and create a table for it, and insert pictures. You could also just do your work on a piece of paper, draw your answers, and then write your reasoning at the end column, and then upload a photo of your work onto your doc. Or you can just complete your work on your paper or in your workbook and ask a parent or an adult at home to mark your work for you. Either way, have fun, and I look forward to seeing you at the next lesson. Okay, welcome to Tuesday's lesson, everyone. Today we are still continuing our 3D objects lessons, and we'll start with our warm-up. Your number again for today is 26. Our learning intention. I can sketch prisms, including cubes, spheres, cones, and pyramids, and attempt to show depth. By depth, it means showing that it's not a flat object. So because you're drawing on a piece of paper, using lines and tone and color helps to show that it's 3-dimensional and not flat. I've linked in this video here. If you can't click on the link, you need to type that hyperlink here into YouTube, please. Remember, or into your web browser. Please ask an adult to help you with this. And so you'll pause my video, go watch the other video I made, and then come back. This video will you'll have to go back to my YouTube video a lot of times over to watch how I create those 3D objects, sorry. So you'll use it throughout this lesson. Here, so drawing rectangular prisms, I've just added a hint. So these are pictures. If you can't access the video, these are picture guides for you. But the rectangular prism is just the same as the cube, but you would just use a rectangle. You would use the rectangle to start with, so you'd have the overlapping rectangles rather than overlapping squares, sorry. And then yours will look a lot better than mine, and you'll use color to add depth. Okay. Okay, so let's look at our activity for today. You are going to sketch your 3D objects. So one rectangular prism, a cube, a cone, a pyramid, and a sphere. When you do this, I'd like you to do at least a minimum of 2 of each. One big, one small. For the prisms, they can be thin and tall, wide, short, whatever it is that you'd like. I'd like you to really focus on how you can create depth. So using your pencil to make lines darker and lighter, shading. And then you've got an optional activity. Your optional activity is to also create 3D objects using Paint 3D. So Paint has a 3-dimensional option. You can play around with this, draw using the line tools, draw some objects and follow those steps above to create your own 3D objects. Remember, it's not about copying and pasting or inserting 3D objects. It's about creating them using lines and creating them yourself. Have fun with this and enjoy Tuesday's lessons. Remember, you can do a screenshot of your activity and post it into your Google Doc. You can complete the activity on a paper, take a photo of that, and then upload it into your Google Doc. Or you can just complete the activity on your piece of paper and present it to a parent or an adult at home to mark your work. Either way, have fun. Use a ruler for those sharp, crisp, straight lines, and have a lot of fun with it. Bye, guys. Hi, everyone. Welcome to Wednesday's lesson. Now, with Wednesday's lesson, we're going to start with our warm-up. Number 55, it is. Enjoy. Give yourself a timer, maybe 30 seconds, maybe 1 minute, maybe 5 minutes to see how many. Like maybe you can come up with 50 answers, 50 different facts. Whatever it is, enjoy. Our learning intention for today. I can view and sketch 3D objects from different views, including top, front, and side view. So when we have three-dimensional objects, we end up seeing them like regularly in lessons. You see them from the front view. What you have to do now is complete an activity where you're seeing them from front, which is here. So front view, top view. Basically with top view, it's called bird's eye view. So if you were a bird and you flew over the object, what would it look like? Or if you were Superman. And then side view. So if you were from the side of the object, what shape or what do you see? And that's what you'll be drawing and sketching. Remember to use a ruler for those straight lines, guys. If you're doing it online and using a computer app, that's also fine as well. Now I've got an example here. There's the pyramid, the front view of a square pyramid, square based, the side view, and the top view. As you can see from the top, you wouldn't just see a point, you would see the point, you would see lines going out to each corner of the square. I would like you to watch this video on top, front, and side views of solid shapes. There's a part that's at the end of the video that applies to tomorrow's lesson, but you can watch that as well today. It doesn't really matter. So either type it in or click on the link. Okay, now let's get started on practicing. Today I've got the cylinder here for you. The cylinder is a tricky shape to do the front and side view because it kind of messes with your head because you're thinking round, but really if you just look at the shape you're seeing, it's actually a rectangle. The clue is to make sure that you're looking at the object at eye level. So don't look at it from an angle because the moment you do that, you see something different. So eye level is very important. Here, if I have my pen, I can show you. So front view of a cylinder. Oops. Your lines are going to be a lot better than mine. Actually like this. Side view is the same because if you have a look, it's continuous. It's round, continuous, the same thing. And then top view, you have to look at it from above, not from an angle, because at an angle you can see a bit of the side. But when you do a top view and you're right on top of your three-dimensional shape object, you can see that it's round like a circle. Okay, so there you go. Let's look at what you're doing. Now it's your time to practice. You are to draw the top, a front, side, and top view of three-dimensional objects. So you've got the 3 objects on this page, and you've got the 3 objects on this page. So have a lot of fun with this. You might even decide to use some paper and create your own 3D objects in real life. Maybe even Google what the net of the cube is, what the net of a pyramid is, and create your own, and then you can manipulate and find the front, side, and top view. Have fun, guys. Remember, you can either draw and do your work directly onto the doc using insert and whatnot. You might do it on Paint 3D and then insert it as a picture. You can do it on a piece of paper, which is probably the easiest to do it on paper, and then take a photo of your work and upload it onto the doc. Or you can, if the doc is just too crazy and you would just like to do your work on a piece of paper and then ask an adult or a parent at home to mark it, that is completely okay. Have fun. I hope you enjoy this lesson, and I can't wait to see your work. Hi everyone, welcome to Thursday's Maths. Let's start with our warm-up. Your number of the day is 55. Our learning intention. So again, we're still continuing 3D objects. Today's lesson kind of links with front, top, and side view, but we are not using 3D objects today. We are going to use blocks and construction cubes. So your learning intention. I can draw different views of an object constructed by connecting cubes. I've got a picture hint of top, side, and front of these over here. But then I also want you to watch this video. So this video will help you understand where to look when you are doing a front, side, and top view. He gives a lot of examples and does a lot of little different connection cubes, so you get to see what different objects and different constructions look like. Make sure you pause me now, click on that link, or ask an adult to help you type that into YouTube and find it, and then you'll come back to me. Now that you've watched the video, I've got an example here for you. So I wasn't going to do this on the screen with you, as I wanted an example for those people who are who just need to see it. So basically, this construction cube has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So remember the cubes that are hidden, and then 7, 8. There are 8 cubes in this construction here. What the front view is basically what you see when you look at it from here. And when you look at it from here, even though it's 3-dimensional and it pops out, if you looked at it front on, you would not see the difference between that space. You would just see it like this. So this would be the front view. When you looked at this, if you had this object and you turned it on its side, and now before I keep going, if you've got little Legos, or if you've got little cubes at home, like sugar cubes, you could even get sugar cubes from Coles, cheap brand, and then make your own. That's fine as well. When you turn it on the side view that you would see would look like this. So you would have the 4 and you would have something poking out, but they've done that upside down. That top bit should be up. There you go. And then the side view looks like this. All right. Oh no, sorry. That's fine. So basically, when we're looking at the top view, this is Today just confused herself. Top view is this, and here, and then this side. So the top of each cube. And what they would see are 3 cube tops here and 2 here. No matter if under that 3 there's another 3, we don't see that. We just see the top of it, basically like the head. And then the side, okay, we would see that over here, let's use a different color this time. Over here, there are 2 cubes on the side and 1 over here, so it would look like an L. All right. So our next object, if we have a look, we've got a group of, like a row of 4 up the top, and then there's 3 rows of 4. So we know there's 12 there. And then there's a row of 2, and there are 3 rows of 2. So there's 6 over here, and 12 and 6. So we know there's 18 cubes here. When we look at the front view, if we're looking, sorry, I've skipped ahead to front, but that's fine. So when we're looking at the front view, we're looking at the 4 rows. I mean the 4 in the row and the 3 of those rows. So basically the 12 cubes, and it would look like this one. So here, that's what you would see. When we're looking at the top view and we just see it from above, we see the row of 4 and a row of 2. And as you can see, they've drawn that here and colored it in. And then when we see it from the side, we see 3 rows of 2, just like here. Okay, so they've actually specified right side view. So you can choose with your activity the side that you're going to look at. Now let's have a look. Your independent practice. So here, I'd like you to please draw the front view and color it in, just like the example lesson, the side view and the top view of these objects. If you've got your own little blocks, you can create the same and manipulate it and have a go. If not, just color code or color in or look at it the way Mrs. Dubé showed you. And here are 2 more. Your optional challenge for today is to use objects, blocks, or Lego from home and create your own design, and then draw the front, side, and top view. You can do this as many times as you'd like. You might create the craziest, biggest castle object, or you might just create something simple. Whatever it is that makes you happy, it's fine. Have a lot of fun working on the front, side, and top view of these construction blocks. And I look forward to seeing your work. Remember that you can complete this task by, you could even snip and do a screenshot of this lesson on the PDF, insert it into a doc and do it that way. You can do it on, I think, Paint 3D. You can insert it as a picture and color on top of it. Maybe not on the doc, but you could also use just a piece of paper. Create your own grid pattern. Okay, using a ruler, create your own grid and draw the front, side, and top view. Using paper is completely okay, and that's what we would do in school anyway, so it's all good. Have a lot of fun, guys. Remember, if you can upload it into the doc. If you can't, that is okay. Ask an adult to mark your work. Enjoyed the challenge. I actually look forward to seeing those. And that's about it. Bye, everyone.